anime just genuinely doesn't give a fuck anymore. This is, I'm sorry. Fucking Michael Bay got involved in this shit, throwing the Transformers, the mechas, the explosions, all hell breaks loose. Oh man, this is one of the most ridiculous anime episodes I've seen in my life. It's like it started off as this mission that I was about to take seriously, and then Agenda rides in on a horse, and that never gets touched on, like, again in the entire episode. Then they spent some time setting up the Leone versus Run fight, and I thought that setup was good. The action was great in that. It was very short-lived, but it was good. And we got to learn more about Run's past, which I liked, because it shows that he's torn between affiliating himself with the Empire and affiliating himself with the Rebellion, because neither of the two sides really helped him as much. In fact, like, his students were killed. He was a professor, his students were killed, and when he wanted help, the Empire wasn't there, because they were poor, so they didn't give a shit. So he sees the wrong on both sides. But then that build-up for the Leone versus Run fight just completely gets shitted on, because that Emperor kid goes crazy. And you would think, you know, oh, it's like the guy who's manipulating him. He'll see what he's doing. No, this little kid is fucked up too. Just goes on, nukes all these towns around the fucking capital. Like, the kid is blowing up these towns. And then almost immediately after, he's looking at these corpses, right? And then he looks over at some other area, and there's already people with bandages and shit. I'm like, bro, how fast did you get those bandages on? But even more ridiculous, there's this one part where the Chancellor is kind of like saying, oh, well, you know, I guess we'll get the citizens to rebuild all that shit for us. There's this shot of the bridge, and, you know, there's a lot of citizens crossing, just strolling down the bridge. I'm like, the fuck? You would think that if they see these nukes, you know, just full mode panic would ensue throughout the entire capital. But these motherfuckers are just like, hey, it's a nice day. Oh, look, a nuke. Hey, don't mind that. Just keep going down the bridge. You would think that they would want to be evacuated because, oh, it's a fucking nuke, man. Run and Leone's fight gets paused because it turns out this episode wasn't even about their fight in the first place. So why did you spend time building it up? I don't know. This episode was really about Tatsumi and Wave fighting lasers. Amazing animation. I really like the animation for this. But anyway, so Wave helps out, but ultimately it's all on Tatsumi. And then cue the fairy tale music. Friendship power mode up. So he thinks of all his dead friends, specifically Bulat, because he was the former owner of the armor. And he gets a friendship power up. There's no way around it. It's a friendship power up. It looks great, but it's still a friendship power up. And he defeats the mecha. Long story short, the thing here is that even though he got a power up, he dies. And it's so weird because I know that I'm supposed to feel bad about this, but I see Tatsumi dead, and my mind is barely just processing the fucking bombastic destruction that took place before. It's kind of like you got hit by a car, okay? And as you're lying on the street, you know, just trying to process what the fuck happened, your cell phone rings, and it's your mom, and she says, oh, by the way, your dog just died. Hold on, Mom. Hold on. You know, too many what the fuck moments at the same time. You gotta slow down for me. And oh, by the way, you know, the streams of blood coming out of Tatsumi, just pouring out. It's like, how much blood did this guy have? Sorry, Akame. Looks like I won't be able to keep that promise. I'm like, fuck. A main character, just dead, gone. So it's like, who the hell is gonna be alive by the end of the show? Because in all honesty, I don't even think Akame's going to make it. It's almost as if shock value supersedes anything else in the narrative, in the story. Everything else, characterization, character development, build-up, setup, all that stuff, fuck that shit. You could throw that out the window in place of shock value. That's what this anime is about. And despite that, and despite its flaws, surprisingly, I actually enjoyed this episode a lot. It was just something crazy and just fun to watch. I had to turn off my brain a little bit, but it was a hell of a ride. All right, Esdeath versus Akame next week. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the review if you did. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.